All right, let's keep things going here with one of the best female fighters on the planet. Dare I say, one of the best fighters on the planet, regardless of gender. She is one half of the co-main event on Saturday, UFC 255. She is the reigning defending UFC women's flyweight champion. She is the one and only Valentina Shevchenko, who of course faces Jennifer Maia on Saturday in Las Vegas. Valentina, long time no speak. How are you?
Doing good, everything great. Thank you, Ariel. Yeah, we've been training so hard, and finally, it's a fight week.
And it's great to see you back, and it's great to see that you are healthy. The knee is all good, right? The injury that you
Everything
had
good,
earlier.
100% back. Yes.
Okay. It's been a long stretch for you, right? It's been what, 9 months or so between fights. I know you like to be a little more active. Has this been difficult for you?
And it was a very long training camp, long training camp. It was like first it's recovering, it's no skipping training, then putting back in the good shape, and then actually like pushing to the limit. So it was long training camp.
When you have a long training camp like that, is there any fear that you will peak too early?
No, because we are like me, my team, my coach Pavel, we are scheduling all the intensity of the trainings, and when I have to be in the peak and when it's like not the moment, it's like kind of you're still feeling great because you're like feeling in the good shape and everything, but it's like very tiny definition when you can tell no, it's you are not there yet. But this week, it was last week, it was very hard trainings, a lot of sparrings, and yes, now I can say I'm there. I'm in my peak form for the fight.
And there's a lot of interesting things about this fight and this card. And one that interests me the most is the fact that it's the first time in UFC history that two sisters are fighting on the same card. You and your sister Antonina are both fighting on Saturday. Now, I've talked to other fighters, most notably Anthony Pettis back in the day. He told me, I never want to fight on the same card as my brother Sergio. He didn't like the experience because he saw him lose and then he got sad and distracted, and then he ended up losing to RDA. What do you think of the idea? Like, is this something that you're excited about, or are you worried that it might be a distraction for you guys?
No, not at all. Not distraction, because we are for so long time in martial arts sport, and we experienced so many like different style competition, different ways what we were competing. And back in when we fought in Muay Thai, we every time was fighting in the same card, same championship every time, and it was like. I was fighting in the lower weight class. She's in higher. We had like 6 pounds of difference, 5 6 pounds of difference between weight classes, and it was like literally me fighting the finals, and she's next to me. So
Wow.
she was preparing, just waiting when the fight is done, and Pavel and the team come back to her, take her, and bring her to the corner, like to start the fight. So we had so much experience. I know how it looks like exactly. I know what to expect, and when you know how it's gonna be, you're never gonna be distracted. For someone who experienced it for the very first time, but yes, probably it's something new, like feelings, new everything. But it's not our case, totally not our. And I really love to fight on the same card because we train together, we had training camp together, we support each other, and after the fight we will rest together, so it's good.
You could both kind of train at the same time, peak at the same time, all that stuff. I'm curious, will you corner her before your fight?
I don't know,
Okay,
I won't corner her because this is really gonna be distraction.
right. Will she corner you if all goes well?
I don't think so, because we have our cornermans for her fight, for my fight. So it's gonna be like totally separate, but she's
Okay.
gonna be there.
Was this one of your goals? Like when you got to the UFC first, but then when she eventually signed with the UFC, was this a goal that you both had to fight on the same card?
I cannot say that it was like a goal, um, in the meaning of this word, but it kind of was like why we don't do it. It's gonna be something very interesting, something very cool, because anytime we are like, doesn't matter who fight, we are here like in the training camp for each other. We are training the same intensity and helping each other, so it's basically the same. And the most stressful for who these things is for our coach,
Mm.
because he's working like no resting. First he preparing me, then I rest, but he's still preparing her.
Wow.
Then she rests, I start my training camp. So it's like continuous work and work for him. And now it's gonna be just kind of like a little bit rest for him as well, right?
So of course we thought that we were going to see you in June, and then the pandemic happened, and then of course your injury as well. You were supposed to fight Joanne Calderwood, and even despite the delay, we thought that eventually when you would return, it would be you versus Joanne Calderwood. But then on around 10 days' notice or so, Joanne in August decided to fight Jennifer Maia, and she ended up losing that fight. What did you make of her decision to fight and not wait for you?
Oh, it's hard to judge someone who are waiting for the fight, and then like step in there and fight. It's very hard to take this decision, but in the same time, if you know that you're gonna be waiting more than expected, you want to fight, you want to gain money, you want to do like your things. So I cannot say nothing. uh like, it could end either way, right? It could end like she's she could win the fight and then she got like same fight. So but it was differently. So I don't know, I think the decision was taken. The sequence, what we have after it's already made. That's why it's not much to say about it.
Were you hoping for one winner as opposed to the other? Like when you watched that fight, were you like, "Oh, I like
No.
the Joanne"? No, you didn't care, right?
No, no, I don't care. I thought it can be the other way, because
Mhm.
Jennifer, she's a strong fighter, she's a good fighter, and I thought that it could be changed. It can change, so it's changed. So it doesn't matter for me.
Is one opponent in your mind a better matchup for you?
No, never was that someone is better, someone is not that strong. It's never was, because it doesn't reflect on my training camp, because no matter who I gonna face, I every time train myself the same intensity. I pushing myself to the same limits each time, like it's the last fight of my life. I
Mm.
know exactly if I gonna be in a good shape in the and can bring everything into the octagon. That's gonna bring me the victory for the fight. That's why I do it over and over again.
Now, Jennifer is a former flyweight champion for Invicta FC. However, she has had some mishaps as far as the weigh-ins are concerned. Any concern on your part that she won't be able to make weight, that she doesn't make weight, and what you will do if she doesn't make weight?
I don't think that this time it's gonna happen. It's too much.
Mm.
It's not a regular boat. It's not the justified through the ranking. And usually when you have something big like that, you are preparing for this better.
She comes from a great camp, Chuta Box in Brazil. What does she do that impresses you most?
Mm, I cannot say that's like impresses me most, but she's a good striker. She's a good grappler. She's a complete MMA fighter, and definitely she's gonna do everything that she has. Um, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all, because I am prepared. I was training so hard for everything. And if I heard she's saying she wants the belt more than me, oh, she's wrong. She's wrong. They think that when you reach some level, become a champion, then you start to slow down and your like focus start to lose, or you are thinking about some different things. So they're speaking about wrong person. They don't know what about they speaking, because the way what I did from the beginning to become a UFC champion, it's Not easy way, not easy way at all. I was a martial artist all my life. I fight like so many different opponents, so much experience, and I know what it cost. I know how difficult it was to become a champion, and I'm not gonna lose it. I'm not gonna lose it because I know how what hard work I had to do it. That's why if they are saying that becoming a champion, you start to lose your focus, maybe some person, yes, but after the way I did to become a champion, no way,
Do you know what the term unflappable means? Have you heard that term before?
not yet.
Like you strike me as someone who cannot be bothered by this type of talk, who is so strong mentally, right? You're unbreakable, right? Your mind is unbreakable. You have this focus that is unbelievable. Dare I say, Valentina, this is a crazy thought. I think we might see your best performance on Saturday because of the layoff, because you have so much aggression that you want to let out, because you feel like you need to kind of remind people, who's the queen. I feel like we might see one of your best performances ever. And oh, by the way, smaller cage, I think will help you in this regard because there's nowhere to run here, right? You're going to bring the act. What do you think of that? You're fighting in the smaller cage now, and my statement that this might be your best performance. Am I crazy or what?
We're gonna have the answer this Saturday.
Smaller cage, though.
We're
You
gonna
like the
have
smaller
it.
cage?
Everything combining together, the rest that I have, the energy that I have, the like everything, it will work one for each other.
Yeah. Okay. So you have this fight, and all of a sudden, one of the good things about the layoff, I think, maybe a silver lining, if you will, is that I feel like things have developed a little bit in the 125 division because every time you fight, it's like who else is out there? Who else is out there? But Cynthia Calvillo, right? She's there. She's on the card. Lauren Murphy has looked good as of late. So slowly but surely, things are happening at 125. Are you happy with the evolution of the division? And by the way, Cynthia fighting on the same card as you against Caitlin Chukagian.
I told from the very beginning that 125 is gonna be way more interesting weight class than other one because yeah, it's like straw weights going up, bantam weights going down, Invicta coming here, so it's everything about flyweight now. So it's the future, just like of female UFC. I think it's behind the flyweight.
Of the next crop, who impresses you the most right now? Cynthia, Lauren, someone else? Who do you think is the potential next one for you?
You know me. I don't
Yeah,
like to speak
I
about
tried. I
like
tried. I
what
tried.
is next, what is it. Before I make my step and pass the
Yes.
challenge what I have right now, I never focus on the future.
Unflappable. You're unflappable. That's what I was saying earlier. I saw on the countdown show, Valentina. I know that you love to shoot, right? That's why they call you the bullet. And your logo is very cool. I love the new logo, newish logo, right? It's the bullet with the S and everything. But I didn't realize you have guns with your logo on it, with your name on it. I mean, that means you're a serious shooter. Who made that for you? Did someone make that for you, or did you do it for yourself?
Brownells, they made it for me, Brownells, and you
Wow.
actually, as there is only two guns, was like who has this logo, and one it was like uh, they have kind of things that how would say a Russian word is in my mind when you giving out the things, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, so they had a winner who won this pistol, also like two tickets to the fight. I think it was um, the fight what didn't happen against Amanda, the first
The second
in
one.
Las Vegas. It
Yeah.
was in Las
UFC
Vegas, but it
213.
didn't happen. And so they had a winner, and of course it was the second one, and the first one I have. So Brownells, they every time support me with guns, ammunition, with everything, and I have this gun from them.
Well, the business of Valentina Shevchenko, I feel like, is really good. And this is maybe a little bit inside, but over the past few months, every few weeks or so, I would get, and I hope you don't mind me mentioning this, I would get like a message from a manager. Oh, I'm meeting with Valentina. I'm meeting because you're like one of the hottest free agents in this sport because you didn't have a manager, Valentina. You're a champion in the UFC and you don't have a manager. You do it yourself. So I'm wondering, have you signed with a representation or are you still doing this all on yourself? Because every few months someone says, I'm meeting with Valentina. I'm meeting with Valentina. I'm like, wow, Valentina's really talking to everyone in the sport and it's interesting. But I'm wondering, have you actually signed with someone?
Yes, I did. Yes, I
Oh,
did. It was recently, like a few weeks ago. I signed with CAA.
oh, okay. All right. And what was that process like for you? Because correct me if I'm wrong, you talk to a lot of people in the sport, right?
No, yes, it's like every time it's the best experience for with each one I spoke. It was like so inspirational. It was what just was great, and yeah, we decided like for the by the end to have this decision. So moving forward with them and hoping for the best things to come.
That is great. Congratulations. Speaking of inspirational, Valentina, the last time we spoke, I don't know if you remember this, but you were playing your ukulele.
I
Ukulele,
did.
yes. I don't know if you know this, but that inspired me, Valentina, to have my own ukulele. I got my own.
Good.
Could you
Oh,
imagine?
nice. And
Yeah.
where are you now? How good are you playing now?
Not very good, if I'm being honest. But you inspired me really because I was like, wow, you know what? If Valentina could do it, I could do it. And so here I am. Thanks to my friends at Kala, they hooked me up, and I've been practicing. And I wonder, are you practicing? Are you still practicing, or now that you're training, have you put it aside?
Like last few weeks, I slowed down a little bit, but now I decided a few months ago, I decided to make it even like wider
Oh,
and to include guitar.
wow. So
So
you've
I'm learning
graduated.
to play guitar as well.
Okay. And how are your guitar skills?
It's not that good as ukulele,
Okay.
but I'm slowly but surely I want to be able to play something good. I don't think that it's gonna be something like super professional or something like that, but just nice to hear among the friends and just like to have nice quiet evening. I want to learn to play.
I knew you had some downtime there, so I figured maybe the ukulele skills had, improved
Increase.
greatly.
But what I can say is that even I focus more with the guitar, uh,
Ah,
it's getting better my ukulele movement because it's one it's like combination one working for another one so good because almost it's the same. Of course, it's different strumming, but it's the same you have the more you understand it. So it's actually I became like even better playing my ukulele, and it's thanks to guitar lessons.
wow. Well, how about we be the judge of that? Do you want to play so we can compare to you back in May, or do you not have
Not
any?
yet, not yet. I will
Okay,
do
fair
it
enough.
later after the fight. After the fight, we will speak it again, and I do it.
Okay, it's a deal. Well, I'm looking forward to your return. Do you have you envisioned a certain way that this one ends? Has a certain outcome been present in your mind?
Everything that I think about, like what kind of situation I can be in the fight. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna be in this situation in the fight, but everything that I work and everything I'm thinking to avoid dangerous situation, to put to flip this dangerous situation and good for me, and that's why I'm working for everything. I know she's gonna do a lot of striking. I know she probably gonna do probably she will want to fight me on the ground, right? So that's why I just do my job. I just perform myself as good as I can. I just train myself in the best shape to be this Saturday, and I'm there. I'm feeling strong, feeling confident, and very focused.
And before I let you go, just curious, not trying to ruffle feathers, but was there a part of you that was surprised you weren't the main event? I mean, you've been champion longer. You're probably a lot more famous than the two men at the top. Like, was there a part of you like I should be the main event? Yeah, same weight, so it's not both 125. Was there a part of you that was like, yeah, I should be the main event?
I'm not the kind of the person who's gonna be saying, "Oh, something crying" or something. "Oh, not it's supposed to be like different way." I'm not that person.
Mm,
I'm not that one who complaining every time or asking, "Oh, you have to put me in the ranking here or have to put me in the ranking there." I'm not that person, and it doesn't matter. I'm in a great spot. It doesn't matter. I'm not the main fight, not the main event, but it's the same fight. It's the
yeah.
same like whatever, and the performance. It's really one thing that really matters, and I think both fighters who fight in main event, Figueiredo and Perez, they are great fighters. They're gonna show a lot of skills, a lot of speed, a lot of power, a lot of technique. So it's gonna be great main event, and I suggest for everyone like to watch them fight.
And I like the fact that it's two 125 title fights. You know, there's a little
It looks
synergy.
like it looks like after the winnings they're gonna have us fight each other, right?
Oh, wait, yes. Are you trying to go back to the Henry Cejudo days, the intergender?
I don't know. I don't know. They just put this like it looks like that.
Wait, are you saying that we're going to do the headline? Valentina Shevchenko wants to fight Davison Figueroa. That's going to be the headline everywhere, Valentina.
That's the headline everywhere.
Yes. And aren't you impressed? I didn't ask you one question about Amanda Nunes. Isn't that great?
It's great. Yeah. I was like, oh, you are asking now?
No, 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 I'm not. I'll save that for after the fight.
For
We'll
after.
save that for after. Valentina, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Welcome back and good luck on Saturday night. Can't wait.
Thank you so much, Ariel. And I want to share with you one more news that I had like last week. It's very inspirational thing for me, very motivational that like move me to saying like you have to be successful as your mom, because my mom was preparing for about like 2 months for world IFMA Muay Thai championships, and they do it like virtual championships in shadow boxing, Ira feet, and White Crew, the dance of Muay Thai, the traditional dance. So she became Muay Thai champion in shadow boxing.
Wow.
She has her gold medal, and she's like, I'm so proud to be her daughter, and this is like so motivational for me, and she is like in a great shape. I have a video of her final shadow boxing. I will share it on my social media soon. And she was so professional. She made her diet, she trained every day, like doing sending us like her training, and trying to get some help from Pavel to say what she has to do. And it was so amazing to see her success, but more amazing to see her has this gold medal of Muay Thai champion.
Wow. Congratulations. And was that in Kyrgyzstan?
It was virtual. It was World Muay Thai Championship.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. And how do you like? I've never heard of a shadow boxing Muay Thai championship. Like, does someone judge? Are there like judges and the technique, right?
So this is all judges the same way as a fight, but it's not the fight. Obviously, it's shadow boxing or Aerofit. It's kind of like the formal complex, right? That you perform, and the judges they have 3 or 5. I don't remember. So they judge of your ability to show the clean techniques, the beauty of the technique, and everything like. Everything that you perform.
Hmm.
So this is like very great competition, I would say. It's in the time what we are passing right now. This thing, it's you cannot, for example, go to the world championship and compete with various 100 countries and like also tied together. But these things, it's amazing that they find this kind of world championships.
And she's a former fighter, right?
Oh yes, she is.
Multiple time champion.
Kyrgyzstan, yes.
Yes. She got you into fighting, correct?
It's correct. Me and my sister
Yeah.
Antonina, both of us.
Wow, that is amazing. And I know it's kind of rude to ask, but like, what age range are we talking about? Like, just how impressive is this? Your mother right
Her
now? Could I?
age.
What? How old?
You mean the competition in what age she was competing?
Yeah,
Her age.
her age. Okay, very good.
Her 50s.
Well done. Well done. Well done. That's amazing. Bravo, Mrs. Shevchenko. Well, that's great motivation to have. I'm sure she'll be watching you on Saturday, right? Unfortunately, not
She,
in person, but back home. And I wish you and your sister on Saturday, Antonina, the best of luck in Las Vegas. Looking forward to it.
thank you so
UFC
much.
255. Thank you, Valentina.
Thank you, Ariel.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.